everybody and welcome to our my X-Files. Today I've got some new things to show you. So one of them is that I have got my first ever Accurascale wagons and locomotives. You'll be seeing a lot more from Accurascale over the next few months. But if you want to see this, look at my part 2 of my X-Files. So, first one is, the thing I wanted to show you is the big stuff first. My new Aberporth Grange locomotive, so you may know now that I've got 2 Grange Class trains, but this one's the first ever one I've ever had with, for a while, that has a churchwood tender. So you can see how similar they look, but they got 2 different kinds of history about it. So let you read, of course, the history of this train. So if you can read it, press pause and have a read, and when you're ready, press play. And of course the same for the other side. Here's the second paragraph. Press pause and have a read, and when you're ready, press play. Okay, now that you've seen the history of Aberporth Grange, let's open it up, shall we? So, this train is my first ever one with the Great Western Railway shirt button emblem. When I had a quick first look at it, it definitely looked really nice. So here, you've got your instructions for how to work Grange Class locomotives. I think I'll keep that one because I've got many like Grange halls. I do really like all of the collect class steam locomotives. So here are the extra bits. Just try and rip that open. So here we got an extra double gauge hook and some of these bits which aren't really that helpful to me. So the hook goes in there for any extras, for like any double gauge hooks to be on freight wagons or to use on this for double headers, along with other class members, including some of the bullied class locomotives and the Sir William Stayner locomotives. Yes, right. Now, with this locomotive, you can definitely see that it does look a lot more greener than my other, more vibrant green than my other locomotives. Just like the Grange Class locomotive that I used to have it at my Pavilion Grange that I've got. It has a floorboard that doesn't move, and of course the churchwood tender. Of course, all of them are definitely springy, all that. Now, those definitely look like the same kind of cylinders that are on my Grange Class locomotive, which has like a Hornby has like a little gap here. Then of course at the front we have got the front here, of course, we got a really nice looking number plates on here. And yeah, it is quite green as well. Just being very careful here to put these in the right places without breaking it. Yes, because it's a Great Western Railway locomotive, I don't think you'll go any further than it is right here, which is more or less like what was on another, which was like what was on Adderley Hall. Of course, definitely like the look of the colours of that, and of course I would rather like the hook to go down like that. So yeah, so of course at this moment I will now show you a demonstration of this train right now. So if I just put it on the track, the train track, I will show you how this thing works. It's probably going to work similar to my older Grange Class locomotive. It's nice having two Grange Class locomotives on the track now, and it looks like it's on there perfectly. So I just move you to where you can see the train. Of course, today has been a typical British weather day, to be fair. Just need to check that there. Yeah. So here we go. To be fair, I think it sounds similar to Landberg Grange, which was a train that came alongside this one. That's full speed that you heard there. Definitely sounds good at full speed. But of course the green on this looks slightly darker due to the typical British weather we're having today, which is rain. And over there you can just about see my other Grange Class. But of course this train really replaces Adderley Hall, to be fair. It's just that there were no Great Western Railway halls and just a nice looking Grange Class with a Churchwood 3,500 gallon Churchwood tender. And I just thought, why not? But of course, before I go on to show you this, I am going to tell you that this train was bought at £132 from Hatton's Model Railways online. I definitely think that is a really good locomotive. So before I put into active service, I will need to do a little bit of sorting out of the coal. But I'm going to say now about part 2 of my X-Files. So I'll see you after the break on my X-Files. Sluggets! Hello everybody and welcome back to my update. Hello everybody and welcome back to my X-Files on a very typical British weather day, and I have been given I got some really nice things. So if you want to see part 1, it is the Grange Class Aberporth Grange, which I bought £132. Now you can see the other things I bought from courtesy of Hattons, which is this, the new my first ever Accurascale wagon pack. But I'll be also getting more Accurascale wagons, and of course a 00 gauge manor, my first ever steam locomotive from Accurascale later on, but there are definitely a lot of projects. So they definitely put this really nice in here. So on here you get these kind of accessories, wherever they are. But it looks like he's giving you instructions on how it's supposed to look like, including talking about general information on them. Get those to one side. So go for this protective packaging. And here they are, the Accurascale JSA twin steel wagons. Now of course these have sliding doors, but it seems like you could slide them both ways, open and closed. And of course it's way more smooth than the dapol wagons, so probably the same size as well. And of course, yeah, that's a lot smoother. And they came in 2 colours, which was a silver and one that was in a blue. Well, I'm going to sort that out later, won't I? So yeah, back with what I said. The course says JSA VTG, but the blue ones have like a steel livery to them. Now, Accurascale has done something similar to dapol by having like very thin, small 00 gauge hooks. Now, if I show you, well, it's actually a little bit smaller, that. But of course, still definitely useful, but I'm going to have to be careful of how I'm going to put steel stuff into those wagons, because these have very different things compared to the inner bit of dapol hook wagons. And I also have to be careful with how I open and close these, because it looks like yeah, they can definitely come off their stuff, and they are a bit more tougher to open and close that. But the good thing about these trucks is that it would bring more of my trucks to 5 truck formation, so I can haul definitely a bit more than what I did have in the first place. So it would be a long line of steel wagons, even though that I'll probably have to use a bit more. Still use some open ballast wagons and stuff like that for those other stuff. So you'll like to see a demonstration of that. Well, I'll just go and get one of my diesel locomotives. Do that. So because I haven't given a demonstration, the only other train I haven't demonstrated yet with anything is my Freightliner Class 70 super locomotive. So I'll use that to test out these nice new. It definitely sounds nice on the tracks. Alright, so the train's hooked up, as you can see. And now it's time to... It gives them a nice vibrant silver, I must say. So yeah, definitely very good trucks, I must say. Just have to be very careful of the extremely tough parts. When I do use them. So yeah, definitely very good wagons, these. But I have to be better when I load them. I have to be very careful because, of course, they're a bit more tougher than the dapol ones. And now I'm going to load some coal onto my Aberporth Grange, and there'll be more stuff on these. Trying to use the steel wagons. So, now all I can say is thank you for watching my X-Files, and I'll see you next time. Suck it!